Hey guys, I am back. I'm going to be talking about quarter two, okay? Because that's where we are. So if you guys don't know, quarter two is everything that includes your April, May, and June. So if you are looking for a little bit of guidance on what I should be doing in my business, I fell off from my New Year's January goals in my business, this is going to be the video for you, because I'm going to be telling you things that you should be considering in your childcare business, in the classroom, in your business, and obviously in the office organization, on how to plan out your quarter two. So let's dive in. So one of the first things I want to talk about before I even dive into quarter two is really, if you are a new entrepreneur or a seasoned entrepreneur, but maybe for my middle people that's entrepreneurs, you got to learn the seasons of your business, okay? So obviously in any business fiscal practice, there are 4 quarters and there are 3 quarters per month: January, February, March, quarter one; April, May, June, quarter two, and so forth, okay? And so this is a really, really important quarter in quarter two. You really, really want to learn your business, learn the flow of your business. What are your really profit generating months in your business? What are your slow months in your business? Because the way that you plan your quarters out, looking at the whole organization and looking at the entire business for the year really helps for your profit margins. It really helps for your saving margins, and really it just helps make the business flow a little bit better. So one of the things I always think about when I think about quarter two is this is the time, as we are in the beginning of quarter two, which is the month of April, you want to start reviewing and adjusting. Okay, reflection time. So this is the time you're going to take that pen and paper and you really reflect on what worked and what didn't work. So one of the first things you're going to think about is what worked in the classroom and what didn't work in the classroom. I've been on client calls, and some of the things that we've been discussing and talking about is the classroom flow, the daily schedule, how children are operating, how staff are operating in that classroom is not working, right? So that's a really great space. In your classroom, you want to look at what's working, what's not working, what frustrates you or your staff, what doesn't frustrate you or your staff. What are some adjustments that can make things better for the next 3 months, and so forth, okay? Another thing you may want to be considering when you're thinking about reviewing and adjusting on what worked and what didn't work is think about your marketing. Think about your recruitment. What is working in your marketing right now and what is not working in your marketing? If you have been using the same marketing strategy, maybe you only just been using Indeed.com, and notice it's definitely not a sponsored ad, okay? Maybe you may only been using one platform to market and it's not working. This is the time to review and adjust on what is not working, okay, in your marketing. So maybe you need to update your website. Maybe you need to get some more professional photos done for your children. Maybe you need to get some commercials in. Maybe you may consider doing a radio ad. Maybe you want to begin to learn a little bit about Facebook ads and social media marketing, you know, to really up your ante, so you're not only putting all your eggs in one basket for marketing and recruitment. So those are some things you want to consider and review and adjust when you're thinking about what did not work in quarter one and how can I review and make adjustments in quarter two in your classroom, in your HR, because hiring is so important for us in childcare right now, in any business that is. And then last but not least, another area you should be reviewing and adjusting is going to be the office, the organization, right? So this may be the season that you're like, you know, I can't even focus. I can't even concentrate, because that's how I've been in my business, because my file cabinets are everywhere. My binder systems are everywhere, or just everything is everywhere and I never know where nothing is at. All right, guys, tip number 2 as you're planning out your quarter two is going to be check in with your customers. That is going to be your families, your clients. This is a good season right now, as we are just starting the month of April, to check out your customers and see what is it that they like, what is it that they would like to see, because their feedback and their input really allows you to plan out, right? So you may be thinking, okay, do we want to take some spring trips? Do we want to take some field trips, right? You may be considering planning a graduation. You may be considering planning a prom. You may be considering planning some level of a fun activity to bring parents in involvement. You also may be considering planning your spring parent conferences. So this is the time right now to get a survey from your families, Simple, super. All you gotta do is just create a job form or some form that they can fill out. And it's also a great time to get customer reviews, right? Because parents have either been in your program since September and they've been in your program for a while to see how things are going, and they can share with you, you know, what it is that they like about your program and what it is that they want to see more of. So tip number 2 would be to definitely check in with your customers and get some of that good feedback so you can continue on planning out your quarter number 2. All right, guys, my tip number 3 when you're thinking about planning out your quarter 2 is going to be plan ahead, okay? Financially, that is. So this should be the season. As you're in the month of April, we are done one quarter. So if you haven't done so, if you have a CPA or a bookkeeper or an accountant, whatever it is that you have for your business, schedule a meeting with them, right? This is the time to look at like, hey, what are my profit margins? What are my expense margins? What are we looking like right now from quarter 1? Because remember, quarter 2, you're reflecting and you're adjusting on what worked and what didn't work. So schedule a meeting with your accountant. Have a financial discussion so you know what's going on in your business. What's going on in your business is not just what you see in your day-to-day debit, banking, and checking account, okay? You want to see the whole picture. Okay, not just a little portion on a daily swipe. So you want to make sure that you check in with your accountant and check in with your bookkeeper so you can see what does quarter 1 look like. And another great thing that as you're having those financial meetings, we always compare. So compare, what did you do in quarter 2 last year, so you can kind of get an idea if you're having the same business model on what may happen in quarter 2 this year. Why? Because as a business owner, you're learning your seasons. You're learning what's your flow season, what's your high profit season, what's your slow season. So you want to meet with an accountant because planning ahead financially is one of the best ways to save taxes. So therefore, you know, okay, let me do this during this month. Let me do that during this month. You know, you want to plan ahead and not wait until November and now your fiscal year is get ready to close in December. No, if you're watching this video, make sure that you are planning ahead for quarter 2 so you can look at your fiscal practices and see where to jump high and where to jump low based off that advice that your financial advisor, business advisor, and your CPA gives. All right, guys, tip number 4 when you're thinking about planning out your quarter number 2 is going to be spring cleaning. Okay, and spring cleaning is really, really important because obviously it's a mindset thing and it's for your overall environment. So some things you may want to consider when you're thinking about spring cleaning is first is going to be those classrooms, okay? So this is the season, this is the time to do some spring cleaning. Look at your toys, look at your shelves, look at the materials. Do you have broken toys, cracked toys, toys that are just like really bad chip paint that need to get donated or need to get thrown out? This is the time to really look at your shelves and, you know, get a refresher. You may also maybe want to consider, as many of your higher credit programs do, you rotate toys, right? So you may have a set of toys in your block center or some manipulatives in your manipulative center that let's put those ones away and bring out some of our new sets of toys or our recycled sets of toys that we used 4 or 5 months ago, because it's always really good for children to get new toys and things because they always get bored with the same toys that's in the classroom, okay? So look at your classroom, see what needs to be spring clean. Maybe you need to move shelves around. Maybe you need to, you know, consider sweeping or moving things out, changing bulletin boards. Just get the classroom clean and organized and nice and fresh, okay? So I would say spring cleaning in your classrooms. I'm also going to say it may be time to spring clean in that office. Okay, this is the season that maybe you want to renovate your office, or maybe you want to actually go through all 5, 6, 7 years of archives that you have in your office and it looks crazy. But this may be the season that you want to organize your binders, you want to organize your file cabinet, you want to like shred or throw away or box up and put some of that stuff away like in your actual closet out of your every day-to-day space. So this is the time to spring clean, and that's one of the reasons why we're definitely now offering our VIP day nationwide, in which I come out to your actual childcare facility and I help you organize your office. So I love to help people convert from a file cabinet to a binder system that's an organized flow and creating their Google Drive. So this is the season for that, because you want to, again, review and adjust on what didn't work in your office. If you felt disorganized, if you felt like you couldn't find papers, if you felt like you couldn't find those same forms, this is the season to get organized. So spring cleaning in your classrooms and spring cleaning in your office. is really a great tip that I would give you as you are planning out your quarter. And my last tip, guys, for tip number 5, as you're thinking out planning out your quarter 2, because we are in the month of April, which is going to be quarter 2, April, May, and June, this is the month that you want to consider summer planning, okay? So really think about how are you going to roll your summer camp program out this year. Are you going to accept all age groups? What are your hours that you're going to be operating and open? Some people, you know, close earlier. Some people close later. Totally up to you. You want to consider what trips are you going to be taking? Are you going to have a registration fee? Are you going to have a trip fee already factored into their tuition, or is it just going to be a lump sum registration fee so it can cover your trips and transportations and admissions and all that great good stuff? You want to plan ahead for your summer and see what is it going to be looking like. What teachers may you have? Do you need that higher seasonal staff? These are all things you want to think about in summer because it's already April, right? So by the time you look up, it's going to be May. And you want to start marketing for your summer camp, definitely late April going into early May, giving parents those incentives to sign up early because that's going to let you know your confirmed revenue, right? Once they make those deposits and make those registration things, because you really want to know what is your revenue going to look like. This is how you learn your seasons. Is your summer season like busy or is your summer season slow? Some of my childcare providers and many of the clients that I have nationwide will say, you know what, Ms. Dime, my summer is slow. And I'm okay with my summer being slow because 10 months out the year is bumping, is jumping. That's how we are as a childcare space. I know my slow season is summer. And over the years, I've become okay with that because during my quarter 1, quarter 2, quarter 4, and 3 planning, I know how to plan for that financially. So when it is summertime and I'm not making the same revenue, generating the same 6 figures, I know like, okay, yeah, no, I need to save some of that money because during July and during August, it's slow. Okay, so planning out your summer is a really great way and things you should consider when you're thinking about quarter. So if you like this video and more where they came from, make sure you let me know what are some things that you are planning in your quarter 2. Leave me some comments down below, guys, because I really take all of your comments and all of your questions and I try to make YouTube videos out of them because I know that you guys need the knowledge and the gems, okay? So I'm super excited to make sure that you guys check out this quarter 2 video planning. I'll also make sure that I upload another video from a question that you guys asked somewhere around here because we're going to be talking about not just quarter 2 planning, but we're also going to be talking some good startup stuff, okay? So make sure that you check in with me. Stay connected. If you are a childcare provider that's looking to organize your office, make sure that you tap out and reach in with me at www.educatedminds.com for our VIP day. And a VIP day is me live in person traveling to your childcare program for 7 hours, helping you convert your file cabinets to your binder system so you can be organized and be more cloud-based instead of all this paper everywhere, okay? So make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe and let me know what are you planning for this quarter 2.